Abdujabbarov nærmest sprinter op ad bakken. Her er han, Abdujabbarov, på vej ind mod en overraskende sejr. Djamolidin ind mod målstregen som en meget populær vinder og en uhyre overraskende sejr her. Han gjorde det. Det ingen havde ventet, han kunne. De tunge ben, den tunge krop, indover her som sejr her på denne 14. etape, denne 14. juli på Bastiljedagen.
Big organisation now from the Panasonic team, still chasing that victory. You see Mark Sargent at the front there. In third position behind him is Olaf Ludwig. And they put Abdujabbarov in something of a box here. He's got 3, 6, 7 men down. He's freed himself. He's now lined up into 5th place. That's a good position for the man with his power sprint. As they line up for the finish now, the Panasonics, Bucklers and Carreras look like fighting out the finish here now. And as they start now, Jan Shaw on the right, on the far left of our picture is Abdujabbarov. See how much room they give him, because once his elbows start working, Olaf Ludwig takes him on nicely. Oh, and he's gone! Abdujabbarov has gone and taken out, Shaw has gone down with him as well, as the stage has been won there by, I think it was Dmitry Konishev, who crossed the line in first place. And you know, I'll have to wait and see what happened there, but it looked to me as though Abdujabbarov caused the crash himself and went down by himself, Paul.
He actually touched one of the barriers at the side of the road, I think there. He was trying to come up the inside and he just couldn't control it and he went down, but let's not forget, he still got across the line. Went down as we got the replay here, you see. He's coming up the inside there on the left-hand side of the road. Comes out slightly. Not yet the start of the time we're going to have the crash there. On his right-hand shoulder is Olaf Ludwig. He comes across here now. He's not looking where he's got, and he touches one of the Coca-Cola bottles at the side of the road. He's down, and that's how the crash happened.
Surely his fault. He put his head down to continue the sprint. He moved off his line, and that's what he does every time. He's not a straight sprinter. He hit those Coca-Cola bottles, and he lost the stage certainly, as Konishev has won it today. But the question is now, can Djamolidin Abdujabbarov cross the line? And everybody here hopes he can. Let's have a look at that sprint once again. That's Shaw in the centre in the black jersey. Ludwig is the far right. Now it's just about now.
Abdujabbarov ends his Tour de France very dazed, but he does end his Tour de France before going into the Aspro wagon. He will now keep that green jersey, the first Soviet rider ever to win it in a Tour de France.
Og så kommer Abdujabbarov. Abdujabbarov i god med god ryg i tredje position nu. Der kommer Abdujabbarov ud til højre. Og Nielsen til venstre. I høj jagt skal ned igennem en kurve 200 meter igen. Et par rygende sprinteropgør. Abdujabbarov forrest nu og styrt. Rigtig styrt. Netop på en af førerne. Abdujabbarov vinder foran Olaf Ludwig. Den 7-8-9 ryttere bliver stillet af netop de fører, vi talte om på skiltene. Der rammer noget på vejen, der står ude på vejen. Så virker det. Var det en person? Så må jeg få sige, at Abdujabbarov ikke var helt uden skyld i det, der sker. Han er kendt for at køre meget hårdt, men ligger forholdsvis lige her. Her trækker han sig ud, og Nielsen ind i en betjent. Der til synligheden stod og fotograferede. Fuldstændig uhørt. En frygtelig situation, faktisk. Skandale. Suhada frem, Suhada midt i billedet. De går ud med de røde lyserøde skoer. Lampa har vundet dels med ham og dels med Conti. Og det bliver Abdujabbarov, der står for Suhada i dag. For anden gang lykkedes det for Abdujabbarov. Og flere bolseryttere løfter armene imod. Og her er det et sammenstød mellem fotografer og ryttere. Men en rolig dag med næste til afslutning her sat i gang af Suhada. Og så er Abdujabbarov i grønt. Denne gang var han sikker som katten. fascinerende flot frem. Og Skurata besejret.